Hey everyone, welcome back to Comic Studio, where the last for 2 days ago or 4 days ago from the last couple of videos for around here, we have done here from Charity's Random Stuff and Snuffy Comic Studio. But right now, we're gonna be trying to search about here that I'm never gonna be trying to something to do things, anything important, and especially we done here for this an alphabet LOER and My Singing Monsters, Battle for Dream Islands, and Total Drama Island Angry Birds instead of Pizza Tower, but not except for the user of Vision Studio or like anything as well. So I'm not gonna be probably sure that we're gonna be doing this. And right now, I have discovered something that I just never seen about from Lost in Dreamland, that I just never seen about those violent monsters that I came out for seeing them since over 3 months ago or 2 months away that we made here from this title. And it's because we see her, this is not the original content, it was gonna be from the game called for these things as well, for the Purrfect Apawcalypse, unlike Purrfect Apawcalypse. And I should be able to go and to do this as well and say this as well, going for a little bit as first. So let's be trying to say we're gonna be going into this game as well, not the game as well. It was legitimately a comic studio that we're gonna be doing this. So let's jump in, and we have a multiple for those of images or comics with spoilers. But I really get that wasn't gonna be going for around here. It goes from Cookie Run Comic Studio and Tabaxi Den Comic Studio. And this is actually the main studio, could be for the Purrfect Apawcalypse studio as well, and contains blood. We don't want to review for these things because due to some sort of a large amount of violence or no users that we got anything in here, and something isn't going to be look like probably for legal alliances as well. We didn't review for those comics, but I guess we're about to browse our comics first, but unfortunately we're not able to browse the comics like anyways. So right now, let's jump in to this studio, and here we go. And first off, we're going to get some background. So my idea isn't going to be such as right as well. So because of the background was even like these things, and it contains with blood, and I just turned to show off spoilers as well. So am I gonna be completely turned off? If I just completely turn on, this appeared that called for deadly things as hell, but I'm not gonna be showing for this thing as well. So first we have the main characters, but I'm not gonna be turning on. So as well, we didn't eventually try to show. These are the main characters are Olive Higgins and Coco Grickman, or nothing as well. This is gonna be going for about her. Patches ITO. Angel Gerkalamin, or likely Angel Grig Malkin. Grill Malkin. Brownie Pembroke. Unlike Pembroke Pines, Florida, that I just been here around here since last year. Sparky Fridz, and lastly Ginger Carlet. So we have for some sort of side hooks. These are absolutely going to be going for around for multiple of those things or categories. For these categories or the categories such as side dogs and side cats, which means we found here, but we didn't actually renamed for some sort of one reason that unfortunately this isn't going to be going for about here, except here for as well, because of these unknown names whatsoever, that I just gonna be trying to start it around here. Here we go, and here are these monsters and exclusive backgrounds and one of their faces. So I never believe it. This isn't gonna be going for around here. There are broken hearts and fuely hearts as well. And these are characters with their stars on. This is where you can chat like anything, and there must be the backgrounds. So instead of the characters, let's add some background first before we're gonna be adding for any of those characters that we're gonna be putting on. So like we said, we have already done reviewing for this, but now let's gonna be trying to review for these things. Is this Angel for this one? December 31st or October 23, 2019 as well. So it was a short-lived person as well. Grimalkin. It was gonna be his home, his picture profile, the dark woods is pretty not good, and the most scary woods, unless the trail has gotten even worse, as disappearing strongly. There must be some sort of persons arresting something. The chess and their big zombie apocalypse around the church as well, or his house right away. And looks like, oh no, I'm probably not sure. The game was completely full of violence whatsoever. We have a magicians who just completely tricked anything as well. Because some sort of that man that completely appeared the ghost and kill anyone as well. But as you can see, it was going to be seen that you never notice. It was created by something else, and nothing isn't going to be seemingly right as well. Even because of him, and there's way too many ghosts. As you can see down here, that isn't going to be going notice. Hot users, and I'm not sure that the perfect apocalypse shouldn't able to be for like these things, or being owned as anyways. And the next one is being delayed killed like persons or something like else. Even because of these things, which is the wasted things as well, or a game over wasted things as well. Because I'm not pretty sure that must be a GTA wasted page, or the mission pass that completed everything as well. Because this is actually for the good ending as well. Because most likely those people have already survived and clear for the entire economy as well. And the next thing, it was something more violent as well. Something who has ever summoned and being flooded by the water. And looks like this. Everybody is killed. And the door has completely slightly opened. Or nothing is gonna be going around for many more reasons. The shop, I really think we got a lot of incidents. Or a lot of victims. I'm pretty sure anything that we got a lot of victims everywhere, including therefore. But not this. And but not for long as well. But probably there is more killed persons as well, but I'm not very sure. Everything was almost lots of victims in this junior high school, including like anywhere else, like the library or the laboratory as well, or the shop or the dinner. So I suggest we're gonna be trying to start something first. Was the tree house as well. And I might gonna be doing something with their crossovers, and especially I'll be summoning the murder here. Unless I'll be putting around for Midnight Sparkle over here that she have completely summoned, but all not the cost. It was gonna be completely quite early as well. So this is one thing that it's not going to be. It was a mass of deafenings of many towards of people. And I gotta be about to say, this isn't gonna be going for around for these things. And what is actually the dark stages? Wait a second. This is actually for this or completely like these, teasing something like pretty else. So let's turn on the spoilers and see what it got. Two images, one dead body with some sort of intestines over here, and he was summoned like these kind of a devil. So we have the side images or whatsoever like these things. So we're gonna be taking a look of those characters and not being bitten for something else. So because instead of the characters like her and the witch, like her for reasons like Dave and stuff, so the black things as well, without even going to get killed, like not as well, unless he was actually goes, oh my gosh, what happened to his eyes and his arm was being for ruined like these things, and his second arm being healed. And next thing is not him. We're gonna be about to show him he was down in Christ, unless he was a ghost. The next one is it was Brownie Pembroke. That's when I just completely saw her, and the Lost of here, Lost in Dreamland as well. We can't appear her up as well because she was actually pretty injured as well. As let's turn the spoilers up, and we got the blood in this as well. I'm not pretty sure this isn't gonna be going for around here. So this is about for some sort of she got blood tonight or something like this. Wait, she got caught knifed or assassinated by something else. At the next page, what on earth is this? Let's just completely turn off for the spoilers off as well. The next one is some kind of dogs, but I'm not gonna be showing like these things. He was massacred by his ghost. But looks like we cannot even be for about to show him later. And what thing is about her? Or ooh, we got absolutely pretty some sort of like these things as well. So I'm gonna be going for a studio crossover, and we're gonna be making things a little bit quietly interesting. It took almost 30 minutes to complete, but I'm actually gonna be going to stay inside, and especially the things are just completely gonna be using for the letter F as well. So that is gonna be a little bit pretty surprise, but I never hopefully that was kind of a beast or something like else. So we need to appear for something like it. I'm going to massacre like these. So here he goes, like the face of horror. So it's going to be right over here until the beast who came up here to do this as a giant snake upon of doing this. So it's gonna be completely over here, and this is how we wait to turn into something like this else. We got so many characters like else. We got for some sort of a Five Nights at Freddy's characters like Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica. That must be for Mrs. Delight, right? Next to Bonnie, their two kids are lost. We completely added for these things as those residents or like some sort of like these people could talk to her, and because of this masterized like these things, that one that the letter F was the incident, and these guys have been chased by monsters, and we have for the 5 people who are stuck here in this house with the monster and the Golden Freddy. I guess we actually still come to do this, that we're gonna be trying to find something else. We're fulfilled by some sort of a monsters as well for Five Nights at Freddy's. But looks like this is actually gonna be going for Ray, War Massacre, like these things as well. Even they have been chased by my Huggy Wuggy, there must be a Pugapillar right behind him and right next to Catnap. But the one missing is, I cannot believe this isn't going to be going to show like this. And of course, I won't be absolutely going to be trying to do this as We really tried, that I just never believe that the one thing person believes to do so. And what about for some sort of a red eyes, or like anything before, for some sort of monsters? We should be able to add more, but instead of Foxy from over here, it's not going to be Hind, but I'm not sure that we're going to be doing to go back as well. And we're going to be getting some sprites, police officers as well, and we done it. So we have an evil monster bites, or like these things, and this is where she completely summons her out. But I completely care that this isn't gonna be going for a round for this one. And I really think the incident could be Dexter as well, or Dr. Ningo, or not the Professor Utonium, or we should be able to go find somewhere else. It was absolutely didn't operate for some sort of, or Dr. Wasabi, or not anything is going to be going to try to do this. And anyways, so we absolutely going to be going to try to do this as well. But anything, he is becoming an evil doctor, and I never be able to do this as well. That is not going to be to do this as anyways. He was completely pretty big, with some sort of a murderous things as well, so I cannot believe this isn't gonna be going for a round for these things as well. So back in my third thing as well. And yes, it's going to be for like these things. So this guy is one of the incidents as well. But I cannot believe, and that should be some sort of Dr. Doofenshmirtz as well. I guess so. It was absolutely for one thing, or not even sure. This isn't gonna be really possible to do this. It's being ran over for some sort of like these things, but I finally might go in the end of this video. So we're probably should be gonna be trying to check it out for this right now. And from this thing, Comic Studio, we could call that link was the Purrfect Apawcalypse, unlike Purrfect Apawcalypse as well. And I completely sure we have absolutely done it for myself as well. So the first save has been complete, and I'm very sure I wasn't able to do this as anyways, that I might gonna be closing for to do this as well until the next video comes as well. So I really think the video has finally ended as well. And don't forget, this comic studio is going to be linked in the description, including the main website. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be see you all later or next time for the next 2 days. And I'll talk to you mini lads all later, that which will be Turbo Concept is signing off as well. And I probably didn't forget about something. That wasn't going to be truly like that I just going to be completely spawned like anything more about for this things. Could be make things that I just going to be for my plan is literally complete.